Hi guys, Blake here today, Lilley's Landing Resort in Marina, Lake Taneycomo. It is Friday. It's Friday, the 21st of April, and this is going to be the one cast today. Today I'm starting off with a 16th ounce sculpin and peach jig with a sculpin head on 2-pound line. We are setting at the top of the Trophy Run Island, as I call it. I don't know if that's what it's really called, but and we're going to work our way down from here today. It's a pretty beautiful spring day. We are in the mid 60s, high of 67 today. Cloudy conditions. The generation schedule for today is pretty wonky. I started off at like up to 8 a.m. 35, and then 85 at 8 to 9, and then back to 65 till 10, and then 45 at 10 and 11, and then back to 65 at noon, and just a really fluctuating pattern. It's a little bit after noon now. So far, it seems like the reports are pretty good for the day, though. A good buddy of mine, Brad Reed, caught a beautiful 25.5-inch rainbow this morning. A couple other buddies on the lake, Mike Riffle and Mario, they were, I believe, up here throwing the 1/32 ounce jigs and a few other things, and said the bite was really good for them this morning. I went out yesterday evening with Mike, and we threw some Signature Series 762 jerk baits and caught a handful of fish in an hour. I landed 2 browns. None of them were big, but still fun. Mario was drifting one of his LOZ drifting jerk baits and landed a giant 21.5-inch brown. It was as big around as it was long. I just talked to Captain Dwayne Doty, who had a trip this morning. His customer wanted to throw streamers. He said they worked the bluff below Lilleys and hooked into a monster that came off. And then they had a number of other hookups throwing a streamer today. And caught another really nice brown on a streamer. Said they caught a 21-inch rainbow on a jig under a float. And I've had a couple of our boats that have been out on the water already this morning, so they're catching fish. So despite the wonky generation schedule, I'd say the fish are still eating today. Got a cold front moving in tonight. It's going to cool off for the next few days. Going to be in the low 40s, and even, I think, Sunday, mid 30s for the start of the morning. Don't know that I'm ready for that. Captain Tony Lilley came back a second ago to the dock and said that I imagine they were fishing from Lookout down, but through the Narrows, but said that the jig bite was really good for them. And Tony always throws a sculpin and peach jig, 1/8 ounce. Doesn't matter how the water's running. I know this morning when the 35 megawatts was running that Mike and them were throwing 1/32 ounce jigs. Oh, there was a bite. It wasn't quick enough. Well, I was really hoping this stretch was going to be hot for me. I wanted to come work somewhere else other than down through the Narrows. Probably not going to stop and do it today, but right down here at the end of this kind of big clay bank, there's a little riffle of water and a little eddy pocket starts right there below it. And that eddy pocket is a great spot to set and fish. We'll take a couple casts in there as we go by. Oh, there's a fish chasing it right to the boat. Excuse me. Well, I'm just not having much luck here. I did bring one other jig with me. It's one I haven't thrown in a while, but it is a color I like to throw out here. It's the brown and peach with an orange head, and I've got that on 16th ounce as well. 2-pound line. I'll try that one for a second. Getting a fair amount of moss in the water here lately. It's hard to believe that it's already getting, the water up in Table Rock's getting warm enough to have that much algae in it, but I guess it is. You can see quite a bit of it floating around in the water, and it doesn't help when they fluctuate the generation. It does stir up the moss a little bit more than a nice steady flow. We've made it down to Lookout Island and Point Royale right behind me here. I don't know how much longer we're going to keep this video going today if the fish don't start cooperating for me here. Wow. I really thought after all the reports I got this morning that this would be a little bit better, but trout can change their mind just about any moment. We'll go back to the other color for a second. We'll throw off the deep side out towards the middle. It's the only thing I haven't really tried yet. We fished both sides, but we haven't tried the middle. Pretty exciting to hear that the streamer is working that good this morning. Catching a fish stripping a streamer is always very rewarding. Highly interactive form of fishing. I think I'm going to call this my last cast. Alrighty then. Not for me today, but plenty of other people are catching fish today. And maybe it's just the way I'm holding my tongue. But we thank you guys for watching today. Like and share us on Facebook, and we'll get back out and do it again tomorrow. Thanks, guys.